Hi everybody, this is Kim Jana with NBD Life Coaching, all the way from Toronto, Canada. Hi Toronto, happy to be in you.
Today's video blog is called, Why Isn't My Mail Here Yet? My mail's usually here at 11 a.m.
If you're from Canada, you probably already know this. If you're not, I'm going to give you the Cliffs Notes version. In Canada, we had door-to-door service. Canada Post was changing it to community mailboxes, and now that's being put on hold, and we are going back to door-to-door service. Now, fun fact about me, I worked at Canada Post for all of 10 minutes. It was actually longer than 10 minutes. It was 3 days I delivered mail for. I think we have a photo. Oh, there you go. Adorable. I did it for 3 days. It was hard work. I was terrible at it, and I quit. I don't know if people from Canada Post are allowed to make videos and complain, so here I am. Yay! I thought I'd do a little step-by-step on how to better understand the day in the life of the Canada Post worker. Number one, why is your mail late? Expecting your mail to be there at the same time every day, that's ridiculous. Because life. Things happen. But why is it late? Several reasons. One of them, the person's new. So being new on the job, believe it or not, walking through the streets and trying to find addresses on any new street. It's like when you're going to a party, sometimes you're looking for the address. Number two, the person that's usually doing your mail called in sick or is on vacation, and there is nobody new to replace them. So what does that mean? Well, it means that somebody else is going to do their route and then is going to come back to the station, sort all the mail for the route that your street is on, and then go and do a whole other shift. So that's like a whole second day's work. Yes, they get paid overtime, but it's going to mean that they're going to be late. Just remember that either they're new on their job or they've just done their entire day's work, they've gone back to the station, and now they're doing another shift. So yeah, they're tired. Offer them a snack. Offer them a drink. Number two, keep your shit clean and tidy. That applies to so many things in your life. Garden hoses. Your garden hose doesn't need to be across your driveway. Like, these people are delivering mail. They're not looking at where they're walking. They're like sifting through the mail, looking for the next address, making sure they're ready. Why is there a baby carriage wedged underneath the mailbox? And I'm like, why is this here? Why am I having to go around this thing? Your mailbox. Where's your mailbox? Make it clear where your mailbox is. I know some people think it's cool to make your mailbox in the shape of an owl out of wood that doesn't look like a mailbox, or, put the mailbox in like the Statue of David porcelain fountain out in the front. And like, oh, that's so cool. Your mail goes in here. Like, that's not that cool. It's just your mail. Like, it may impress a couple of friends at a party sometime, but not really. If somebody says that that's pretty cool, they probably don't mean it. Just make your mailbox look like a mailbox. The mail carrier will appreciate that, especially the person that's new and that's seeing your house for the first time. They really don't want to be searching for a mailbox for more than like a nanosecond. If you've got a gate, make sure the gate's easy to open. Mine, the drawstring was broken and you have to like weasel your hand in and like search and like find the latch. I fixed it. As soon as I did those 3 days, I fixed it. Now there's a string, it opens up. If you've got one of those slots on your door, make sure it's not rusted. You can't wear gloves and sift through mail and like be quick at it. It's one or the other. So nobody wants rusty shit to put their hands underneath. Clean it up, change it, remove it if you need to. Like, one day, walk up to your house as though you're the mail carrier and see what that feels like, and try and remove anything that doesn't need to be there. Some of you have like gardens out in the front and like jungles, and that's a whole other video, but nobody wants that shit. They're trying to deliver their mail. Number three, this is something that you may have seen on the news before, but people need to pee and people need to poo. I mean, if you see in the news that a mail carrier person had to pee in a bush, settle down. Okay, it happens. It's like there being no bathroom at your work. Some people are on a residential route for an entire shift. That's hours upon hours. There's no stores, there's no restaurants that they can go into. They're gonna have to pee, and sometimes they're gonna have to, number two, if they don't wanna have to do it in a bush, they're gonna have to call a cab to come pick them up, drive them into the city or wherever they need to go and do their business and then come back. And sometimes time does not permit. Sometimes, we've all been there, in public wondering how we're going to explain this once it happens, because it's going to be too late before you get to the bathroom. Like, just be kind, be patient. And number four, dogs. If you've got a small dog, big dog, it doesn't matter what size, and they're loud and obnoxious, keep them inside. It's summer, sometimes you want to keep it outside and you think like, well, you're not dangerous. Well, the person who's delivering your mail, it's not their job to know that, especially if they're new, okay? One day that person that delivers your mail is gonna call in sick, or they're gonna go on vacation. And your dog being out there does not make the job easier for the person that's coming in. You don't get to laugh at that person because they're afraid of your dog. Like, no adult person wants to fall into fetal position when they see a small dog and like rock back and forth on your lawn. Nobody wants to do that, but people do because they've been bit in the past and anything will trigger them. I had a friend the other day complaining about that. It's like, you know what? Have you been bit by a dog? And there's something about a mail carrier wearing a big satchel filled with mail that dogs just love. It's somebody coming into your property and invading their space. So there's a whole course on that at Canada Post. It's not if you get bit, it's when you get bit. So that's the mindset that they're coming in with. All in all, just keep your dog in. And number 5, that's a bonus tip. During the holidays, leave something for the mail carrier, okay? It's not an easy job. It's kind of a thankless job sometimes, so thank them at the holidays. A little bit of money, a gift card, and I've seen a lot of people and heard a lot of people leaving bottles of Baileys and bottles of booze. Who doesn't like a good bottle of booze? Who doesn't? Well, I'm sure the mail carrier does, but I'll tell you what doesn't make it easy is the 30 pounds of mail that they're carrying already, plus the bottle of Baileys. I'll tell you though, a gift card from the local liquor store will get them a bottle of Baileys when they're not carrying 30 pounds. Huh? So that's a nice thought. Do that during the holidays if you can. So again, let's go over them. Number 1, they're allowed to be late. Okay? They're going to be late sometimes. Number 2, clean your shit up. Keep it clean up in the front. Keep it clean, you know? Yeah, keep it clean. Number 3, people pee and poo. It's part of life. Number 4, dogs. Keep them inside. And number 5, the holidays are a nice time to get your mail carrier a nice gift card or some money perhaps in an envelope. All right? Subscribe down here, somewhere down here. Subscribe to my channel and share with your friends, and I will see you next week.